What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be breaking down the YouTube algorithm so you can get more views and subscribers to your channel. Many video creators, whether professional YouTubers or beginners just starting out, regard the YouTube algorithm as a complete mystery. A higher power that controls your view count and watch time and is completely out of your control. They believe there is no understanding on how the YouTube algorithm works. It's one of the platform's most carefully guarded secrets, after all. Except it isn't. Now, understanding the YouTube algorithm is actually really simple. I'm gonna be breaking it down into 3 categories for you guys. The first one being watch time. Watch time is one of the most important things YouTube looks for when it comes to recommending your content. YouTube wants to see that people are watching at least 50% of your video or more. If you have that, you are doing great. People usually click off within the first 20 seconds if they're not engaged, and that is where your average view duration will drop. Now, if your average view duration drops, that is when YouTube will stop recommending your videos to other people, and that is when you're gonna see decreasing in subscriptions as well as views. Now, some ways you can actually increase your watch time is to keep your content valuable and to the point. No one likes YouTubers that ramble on and on about everything and anything under the sun. They want something they can learn from you. The majority of people come to YouTube to learn something, to see something, and to be entertained. They're usually here for a purpose. Make sure when you're recording videos, you have a structured guideline. You know what kind of points you need to make in your video. That way people are not clicking off your video because you're getting off topic. Another thing you can do is make your video more engaging based on editing style. And what I mean by this is keep the film going, keep the pictures moving, have pop-ups, have text flowing in the front, have cut scenes, have B-roll. Keep it interesting, because when you have a still frame like this, people are going to get bored, they're tired of seeing the exact same thing, and they'll lose interest in your video. So number 2, click-through rate. What is a click-through rate? Click-through rate is when YouTube decides to show your video on like the home page or the suggested page or the discovery page or whatever page, and someone decides to click on your video over all of the other videos they see. And the more people that click your video, the higher your click-through rate will be. Now, if we're looking at statistics say if you can get over a 5% click-through rate, then you're doing pretty good for yourself. Most people have a 1 to 3% click-through rate. So here are a few ways you can get a better click-through rate. One is having a very engaging thumbnail. You want to use colors that are bright. You don't want to use lots of reds, pale grays, because those are YouTube's colors, and those are going to bleed in with the rest of the YouTube surrounding. You want to use colors like bright blue, bright yellow, purple, teal, things that really stand out and are contrast to what YouTube already uses. Now, I don't recommend using clickbait, and I mean, it does work for someone, but I would never recommend it to anyone. You want to have a title that is eye-catching and describes exactly what your video is about. You also want to be able to deliver good quality content to back up a good quality thumbnail as well as title. Now, if you are going to add text to your thumbnail, you want to make sure it's big and bold and can be read on all devices, including mobile, tablets, laptop, and you want to make it simple. You don't want to try to fit your entire title on your thumbnail unless it is fitting very well, but I always recommend people grab a couple keywords or have a question in your thumbnail, something that is eye-catching and simple and to the point. So number 3, post velocity. And basically what post velocity is where YouTube monitors your video within the first 24 hours since it's been uploaded. It basically monitors how many people have clicked on your thumbnail, which will increase your click-through rate, how long they have watched your video, which will increase your average view duration, and if they engaged on your video. Engagement can be anywhere from a thumbs up to a comment down below, or even a subscribe button and hitting the bell. In order to get more engagement on your video, you should also have a call to action within your videos. Basically what that is asking people to subscribe to your channel. The more engagement you have within the first 24 hours, the longer your view duration and the higher your click-through rate will ultimately lead to YouTube recommending your content the most. It'll start pushing out your other videos, it'll start pushing out this one, and it'll show it to more and more people. And that is usually how YouTube will pick up a video, as if it does really well time and time again. So basically, to sum up this video, is you want to make sure you have a really good high definition thumbnail, a really catchy title, so you really want to draw in the audience, and you also want to deliver a high quality video. You want to make sure your video is engaging, eye-catching, and delivers a purpose. You want to make sure your video is delivering on the promise that your thumbnail has provided as well as your title, and you want to meet the expectations that people have for your content. Be the answer to someone's question. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and the bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I look forward to seeing you all in the comments. Bye!